tragedy, it's being felt across the nation. Well, the impact of this tragedy, it's being felt across the nation, and the details of it.
Southern California is mourning the deaths of 10 people shot and killed at a Monterey Park Lunar New Year event over the weekend. The mass shooting is the deadliest ever in Los Angeles County. We have team coverage this morning, starting with Gigi Graciette, who is standing by in Monterey Park. Gigi, good morning.
And Tony, we start off with breaking news as the coroner's department has publicly identified 2 of the 10 victims. Take a look. They are 65-year-old Mai Nan and 63-year-old Lilin Lee. And while family members and friends have also identified a 3rd victim, Ming Wei Ma, a dance instructor. Other victims were told by the coroner's office range in ages from 50s to 70s. And all of them were killed, say police, by this man, 72-year-old Hu Can Tran of Hemet, who less than 12 hours after the killings made his way to Torrance in a van with stolen license plates on it and committed suicide when Torrance police officers tried to pull him over. The crime spree, though, started at 10:30 Saturday evening here in Monterey Park at the Star Dance Studio, where a lively crowd was dancing the night away in a celebratory party for the Lunar New Year. Witnesses saying Tran arrived and opened fire just like that, shooting indiscriminately at everyone, killing 10, injuring 10 others, some left in critical condition. But it wasn't over, because just moments later, and less than 3 miles away, he appeared at another dance studio, the Lele Ballroom. And Christina Pascucci is going to have more on the men being called heroes today for possibly thwarting another mass murder. But this morning, Monterey Park is in mourning. We spoke to the mayor today, who told us that last night he met with Governor Gavin Newsom.
I think it was very important that the governor of our state came to see how we were doing. Again, this tragedy has never happened in a place like Monterey Park. And so I think, for many people who may have a feeling that, we're alone, and I think the visit by governor really was appreciated, and it was a demonstration that we're not alone.
And that was the message the mayor said the governor had for Monterey Park, that they are not alone. The governor also meeting with first responders and some of the victims, offering up state resources to help. Now, we're going to go live now to Bob DeCastro, who is also here in Monterey Park with more on the man behind this mass murder. Bob?
Yeah, I know you've been talking to some of the residents here this morning, Gigi. Amid all of the sadness, the shock, there is that question that looms large here, is the why. Why would this 72-year-old man walk into a crowded dance studio here during this beautiful celebration and open fire? As we've been saying, we do know that the suspect is 72-year-old Hu Can Tran, believed to have lived in Monterey Park at some point, but for the past year or so, he had been living in Hemet. And we've got pictures of a search that was conducted last night from the U.S. Marshals and also the Riverside County Sheriff's Department and Hemet Police of that senior community living trailer mobile park where they searched his home in that search for answers. The neighbors there that we had talked to had said that he was a nice person. They had seen him riding his bike around the neighborhood, that they had seen him walking around the neighborhood, and never seemed to be any sort of a threat. Here's what else those neighbors had to say.
Tran was just a nice guy. I mean, I'd see him riding his little small motorcycle in and out, and once in a while in his van, but he'd stop to pet your dog, and, everybody around here just thought he was just some quiet little guy, The people I've talked to are just stunned that he was involved in this and kept to himself. I mean, you'd see him out walking, but pretty much lived alone.
Those neighbors also say that they believe that he was a ballroom dance instructor. Other public records, however, show that he was the CEO of a trucking company called Trans Trucking. That company dissolved last year. Authorities, as we said, trying to determine some sort of a motive. They say that he had no known criminal record, but there are all kinds of reports swirling around that perhaps he knew someone inside the dance studio, and that this was some sort of a domestic dispute, that there was some sort of jealousy involved. There was also talk of some sort of a possible mental illness. All all things that have not been confirmed by authorities this morning, and that many people here who are still in mourning hope to get some answers. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you for that. And yes, as the Monterey Park mass shooting rekindles the ongoing debate of public safety versus the rights of gun ownership, which we saw coming, in this case, the shooter's gun, they've had a high-capacity magazine, which is actually banned here in California. We spoke with Democratic Congresswoman Judy Chu, who represents Monterey Park.
We've had these mass shootings, but they've increased in frequency with Uvalde, with Buffalo, with Club Q, and now in Monterey Park. And we know what the solutions are. We know that people like this should not have guns. And we have a very common sense bill, the Universal Background Check Bill, which does save lives and keeps guns out of the hands of violent and criminal persons, but there are loopholes. And the loopholes are that you can evade the background check if you buy the guns online or at a gun show or from person to person. So we have to close those loopholes.
Yeah.
The Monterey Park community will hold a vigil tonight to honor the victims. People are encouraged to bring flowers or candles. The vigil is tonight at 7 o'clock at Monterey Park City Hall, and Judy Chu will be joining us in the 10 o'clock hour, and we can speak to her more on this.
Yeah, whatever you say,
We are able to say that justice has been done.
A deadly mass shooting takes 10 lives and leaves 10 more wounded. Tonight, the suspect is dead, and the community of Monterey Park is left to wonder why it all happened. The suspect who opened fire has been identified. What we are learning tonight about who can train. Getting help for the trauma of a mass shooting, why it may be especially challenging for some members of the Asian American community. Good evening to you. I'm Susan Hirosuna. And I'm Christina Pascucci. We're happy you're with us on this somber evening. We begin with breaking news. Sky Fox over Monterey Park, where just about 24 hours ago, a gunman entered this ballroom and opened fire. When he stopped shooting, 10 people were dead, another 10 wounded, and rushed to area hospitals. And tonight, that gunman is dead. Here's what we know so far. As Christina mentioned, 10 people are dead. We know the name of just one of those victims. Another 10 were wounded. We don't know yet any of those names. The suspect died during a traffic stop in Torrance. He's been identified by authorities as Hu Can Tran, a 72-year-old man who most recently lived in Hemet. LA County Sheriff Robert Luna would not share any possible motive for the massacre. We've seen coverage of this tragedy. Christy Fajardo live in Hemet at the suspect's possible home, and Lascos in Monterey Park at a center to assist victims or their loved ones. But we begin with Phil Schumann live at the Star Dance Studio in Monterey Park. Phil.
Well, tonight the crime scene investigators have left. The coroners have taken away the 10 bodies. We don't yet have their official identification, not yet been able to put names and faces with the shocking numbers, but we will. Meantime, this is what we know tonight about what happened right here 24 hours ago. 10:20 Saturday night. 2 rookie patrol officers respond to calls of shots fired at Star Dance Studio.
Radio saying there's multiple victims down.
Monterey Park's police chief describes the scene.
There were wounded people. There were people trying to flee out all the doors. They immediately went into action, and within just a couple minutes, those officers had entered the location looking for the suspect.
But the suspect was already gone. Some 20 minutes later, he showed up 2 miles away in Alhambra at the Lili Dance Studio. There, 2 people wrestled away his gun, and the suspect escaped before more lives were lost.
And he was disarmed by 2 community members who I consider to be heroes because they saved lives. This could have been much worse.
Security cameras at that Alhambra location provided this image of the suspect that was almost immediately released. And there was a description of his white cargo van That van with stolen plates was pulled over by Torrance police officers about 11:30 Sunday morning. As they closed in, the suspect apparently killed himself with a single shot, later identified as 72-year-old Hu Can Tran. Authorities say evidence in the van linked him to the crimes. Still,
what was the motive for this shooter?
It doesn't need a motive.
Did he have a mental illness?
Yes, that's what Gentiles does, brethren. They always go after mental illness, so to speak. Did he have a mental illness? That's what they are trying to do. Did he have a mental illness? Give me a one if you can hear me and see me well, beloved. Crazy, man. Crazy. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. My apology. I have a video that I am. Whoops. I have a video concerning Esau's trouble that I am editing right now. I'm putting up. Let me just give me a moment, and then it should be available for the members to see first. Oops. Go ahead. Come on. There.
Was he a domestic violence abuser? How did
whatever.
he get these guns?
no official information yet released on the victims. Just 5 men, 5 women, perhaps in their 50s and 60s. The process of identifying them and notifying families continued into Sunday night. Meantime, this message from Monterey Park's mayor.
Moving forward, our priority is to make sure that those victims, their family members, are given the assistance they need to heal and to get over this trauma.
Tonight, 7 people remain hospitalized. Governor Gavin Newsom here meeting with leaders, with victims, saying no other country in the world is terrorized by this stream of gun violence. He says real gun reform is needed at the national level. We're told the suspect last night was armed with what was described as a semi-automatic assault pistol with an extended magazine, which can typically hold up to 30 rounds, which are already banned here in California and many other states.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm in Monterey Park. I'm Phil Schumann, Fox 11 News.
Phil, thank you. Our team coverage of the Monterey Park massacre continues from Hemet.
Christy Fajardo is near the suspected gunman's last known address. Christy, what do we find there?
Yeah, well, I can tell you, as we speak, there are several law enforcement agencies inside Tran's home. Let me take a step out so that I can show you. It is located in this assisted, or rather senior living facility, active senior living facility, I should say. And we can't get you any closer because it is private and it is gated, but I want to show you what it looked like when they served a search warrant. That was Riverside County Sheriff's deputies along with U.S. Marshals and Hemet police at Tran's home this evening. Neighbors say as far as they can tell, the 72-year-old lived alone. He lived there, they say, for about a year, but property records show he might have owned the home for much longer. Public records also show, besides that, he'd lived in L.A. County, even in Monterey Park, but that was years ago, although he did have a P.O. box there more recently. He was also once married, but records show someone with the same name and birthday divorced in 2005. Neighbors say they don't know much about him, but add that he apparently taught dance.
Tran was just a nice guy. I mean, I'd see him riding his little small motorcycle in and out, and once in a while in his van, but he'd stop to pet your dog, and everybody around here just thought he was just some quiet little.
All right, we're done. This will be available for the members to see it first, and then after that, the rest will see it. Beloved, as you can, excuse me, as you can hear, as you can see, a lot of things are watching, brethren, and a lot of things are going on, and the people, they have no answer for it. They simply have no answer. Yesterday, when we were watching, uh, I believe one of the Esau's trouble yesterday, and it come to find out that there was a there was a there was another MS in Louisiana. Anybody heard about that? Anybody heard about that? Over there in Louisiana, 12 people got messed up. They don't have that much information going on, but 12 people got messed up over there, and it's very, very bad. Yeah, and on Louisiana, man, in the nightclub, 2/3 in the mist. I'll get the video at the 12 at the end at 12 people got shot in Louisiana nightclub. There you go.
Baton Rouge police officers responded to a shooting incident that occurred at a nightclub called Dior. The report indicated that several people were shot inside the nightclub. We identified 12 people who were injured from injuries related to the shooting. When this incident occurred, there were 3 Baton Rouge police officers outside in a parking lot who immediately responded to the shooting incident. Those police officers immediately responded to the threat, and we believe their immediate response prevented further injuries. The officers were able to quickly secure the scene as well as administered life-saving aid until EMS and fire arrived to administer emergency medical services. The number of victims that we have as of now were 12 that were struck by gunfire. We would consider 9 of those non-life-threatening injuries, but 3 of them were injuries that were life-threatening in nature. At this point, we can say that it is believed to be a targeted attack, and that this was not just a random act of someone showing up and randomly shooting citizens of Baton Rouge. At this point, like the chief said, we have detectives in the field following up on all leads, and they're researching anything and doing any type of follow-up that is necessary.
Whatever. Brethren, 12 people got hit. 9 of them are critically, they are in a very bad place, and then 3 of them, they have certain other things going on with them. So, tell the nation what's going on. Tell the people what's going on, man, because oh boy, this thing. Destruction is in the mist. Well, it's no joke, brethren. It's no joke. It's no joke. This thing is all over. Execution by the sword, beloved, because of all those things that happening out there. For the members, you will receive an Esau's Trouble video. You'll watch it first, and then after that, it will be available for the other people. And do we still have people that have issue with the joining? Some figured it out, some can't, because that's what it is with the things that's going on. with the stuff. Mm. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. So a lot of people is having issue. We'll try to troubleshoot that at the end of the prayers. Okay, we'll try to troubleshoot that. Beloved, join us in prayer. Okay, some people you won't see it. They don't put the button for you. We will explain what's going on. Please join us in prayer as we are now in the age of Aquarius, so to speak. Yes, well, we are in the house of Aquarius because the January the 21st, that's when the house of Aquarius get there. And then February 21st will be the house of Pisces, I believe. Then March the 21st would be the final, well, will be the first house of Aries, which is my home, which is the house that I was born to and being adopted by the so-called the Madimite. Beloved, let us begin. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, thank you. Thank you for showing your hands upon the Gentiles. Thank you for being in the midst. Thank you for correcting the so-called the two-third. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to see your glory, the opportunity to move fast, the opportunity to know where we are going. We are going in the upper room to the guest chamber, the room that was prepared for us. Before the Black George come here, beloved, we cannot be here. Before things start to really getting bad, things are getting bad, but once the floodgate is open, we're not gonna be here. I do not know where we are going, but we are not going to be here. The Mighty One will protect his children. He will move them somewhere safe, just like he had moved Noah, just like he had moved Lot, just like he had moved a bunch of other people will be moved. We will not be moved by the so-called Gentiles' fear and dismay, but we will be moved physically by the Heavenly Father to another place. We thank the Most High God Almighty for giving us more knowledge, for giving us more wisdom and more and higher understanding. Beloved, we are today is January the 23rd. We got less than 8 days, I think less than 9 days for our fast to begin. Brethren, I will ask you, I may ask too much, but I will ask you like you always do, put all your strength into this because this isn't gonna be a joke. It was never a joke. I am very excited to get this thing going, and it will be going. Yes, this is beautiful. This is good. This is nice. I am happy that those things are happening. I am happy that the nation comes together and squash all the bickering and beef. We are focusing on the Mighty One's work. And they are seeing the progress, and they are seeing our people are moving very fast. We do not play, man. The nation do not play. We are moving fast. And I'm asking the nation to take this quite seriously because our future depends on it. The future of our children depend on it. When you look at the so-called 83, you see they are down. Yesterday I was doing a little research in Japan. I don't know why, but lately the Japanese culture been attracted me a lot more than usual. I know quite a lot about them and a lot of Asian culture, so to speak. But I've been doing a lot of research in Japan and come to find out Japan has the biggest debt in the entire world. When you look at the entire world, you will not see our people in there. You might see one country, Angola, but most of the country around the world where our people are residing, they do not have debt. Of course, why? Because they come in our place, they plunder our people, they plunge our wealth, they suck up and swallow up, rape and rob our people and take everything that we have. When you look at a country like Japan with low birth rate, brethren, where the ratio of the sales of adult diapers surpass baby diapers, you know you're in trouble. Where they are giving free home, not buying, free home, abandoned home. They give it to you for free. You can have it because they want people to move there. A country of 127 million people. The people are dying young. Too many people are dying 988, brethren. The Gentiles, they are in deep sorrow. This is no joke. What's going on out there? We see the sword is heavy, brethren. Angelus Mortem is in the mix. Judex Nox is in the midst. We must gather ourselves in humbleness and prayer and fasting with great repentance. We must gather ourselves, brethren, because if we do not, we will not be passed over. We'll be passed under. Because the Angelus Mortem, the death angels, if you do not have certain mark upon you, you will be judged. Though the Black George was, quote unquote, giving orders not to hurt the wine and the oil, but if anything related to the wine as the grape, anything related to the oil as the olive fruit or the olive vegetable or the olive oil, get with the others, you will be passed under. Beloved, the Messiah is grand. We are still here. He didn't give us and to shame and reproach. We still here. We still breathing. It didn't give us into disgrace. We see what happened over there in quote unquote California with this fellow. His name is who can trans. Who can train? As we may see, as we know, last year there was a fellow named Uk Ting and a Kroger in Tennessee. He went in there and take a bunch of people down, and then he took out the manager, or so to speak. He was what we all call a Moabite fellow. And people are saying that, oh, those people don't look violent. Remember the 1990s when they had the LA riot? You were glorifying those people as being the Korean rooftop. You are giving them more praise, put them all over your newspapers, your news station, glorify how brave, how they exercise the Second Amendment. All of a sudden now, suddenly you don't want those people to exercise the Second Amendment because they are taking you and each other out. Suddenly now they are not brave patriot now because they go to their own community and put all those people down. When it was upon us, they receive all great exaltation from you. Now it's happening upon you now. People want to make law to take this thing down. We have to make law to void the quote unquote the time that you're going to buy this sword in a gun show and online. We have to do this. But when it was our people, you made it available for those people to purchase the sword. When it comes to our place where we live, you will put those quote-unquote Negroes that go over there and have certain drive-through where they will say, I will give you one ticket to a basketball game, one ticket to a football game if you give me 2 or 3 guns. In a single day, they used to come back with a pickup truck full with guns. You are disarming the hood. You that harm the hood, you are disarming the hood. Take our gun. Where people are giving guns for a slice of pizza. Where are they giving guns for like a pair of shoes? You know the Negroes, you know the 2/3. And now all those things are coming upon you against you. Why? Because of what your ancestors have done, because of the thing that you saw. There's nothing you can do about this. Whether you want it or not, judgment is here, judgment is said. Beloved brothers and sisters, thank you for joining us. May the will of the Holy One be done in this earth as it is in heaven. Selah, so be it, by the glory, by the beautiful, by the terrible power, the mighty one vested in me. I leave all of you in peace. May you go in peace, brethren. we are going to speak a little about this thing that happened in Louisiana. And we will brush on it today. We're not going to stay too long because I'm still working on certain videos, so the members will be able to see it first. Then it will be uploaded and released for the public to see it. But we will do that. We will put it for the members. So this video is extremely important for you to watch. It would be extremely important. I highly recommend you watch this video. Let me see where we are in this video right now. Oops. Okay, for the people that are here, the one that have problem, please let us know if you have problem joining, and we will troubleshoot that just a little. All right, let me see. Ah, boy. Okay. Ah, man. If I do this, the people won't be able to. Let me see if I can schedule this as a premiere. That's gonna be a problem. You know what? I'll leave it like this. All right. Okay, all right. For the people that having issue, there is one thing you can do. One thing that we will recommend, you can actually, you can try. Oops. You can try to do it. You can try to do it on your phone. If you can't get it on your phone, try to do it on your tablet. If you can't get it on your tablet, try to do it on your computers. If you can't get it on your computer, try to do it with your iPad and tablets. You know, if you cannot, if you, let me see. Oops. Boy. Again, if you cannot do this, some of the people have issue. For instance, they don't want to put their information online, their card online. What you can do, you can buy one of those Walmart, I'll say charging prepaid card. You charge it like, I don't know, 40, $50 or $100, and if anything happened, this would be like nothing would happen to you because you have this stuff already in there. Okay, so for the people that have issue, and it makes sure you see it, which one of you that cannot see it, because it's two things. Some people can see it. There's a sister, she can see it, she could not join because she doesn't have she was using another phone and the account was linked to another person. Okay, all right, now which one of you that cannot see the button? Okay, so brother Main find the button using his laptop, he couldn't find it. iPad and iPhone, some can, some cannot. If you cannot see it and make sure you're on the right device. Okay, Lakey cannot see it. Sophia cannot see the button. If you could switch, beloved, switch to your desktop, you can see it, because what's happening is certain one of you, the algorithm targeted your phone. Okay, they haven't targeted other things yet, but they targeted your phone. Shalom, beloved brother. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Yeah, on certain fine, they are all over the place with this thing. They are blacking you here, they are blacking you there. It's just like, yeah, we want to do is study. That's all. If you're on your cell phone, try to switch on the computer or something else. And then once you become a member, you can just go back to your phone. Try on your desktop. Thank you, brother. Later, if you cannot, let us know if we can resolve this. Then again, beloved, if you don't want if you do not have a debit card, you can purchase one of those cards. You load it, and then you will have to pay Google, because they're gonna take 30%. They're gonna be paying YouTube. They're gonna take 30% out of whatever that you're giving a month, and then the 70% they will give unto us. We are giving the nation at least until the 31st on our fast. We will begin studying. 31st, we'll spend the whole 40-day fast studying specific book. It might take us the whole 40 day to study this one key book, and I'm asking the nation, to bear with us. 31st, only members. We will study. We'll start every day of the fast. Mostly every night we will come. We'll study. If we're not studying, we're watching certain videos. Yes, certain people you follow, you will see the join button, but some of us you will not see it, like Sister Lakey said here, because the computer that they have, the AI that they have is targeting us. Okay, they are targeting us. That's what those people do. Okay, that's the thing I can tell you to do. I'm still working on a Patreon. I should have it running during this week. Okay. Certain people, they are blocked. YouTube has blacked them. Certain people think I blacked them. I don't want them to join. It's not what that is. I have to say this to the nation. Okay. It is it is crucial that our people watch the video that is going to be, watch for the people, for the members. I will highly recommend. I will post it right after that, and then you should be able to watch it. Talking about this, I'll do it like right now. I will finish it so the members can watch it. You can only watch it in the community posts. You will click on the community post link, and then you will watch the video. You cannot. You can after if you can't, you're gonna have to wait for the video to be scheduled, to be available, to go live. I would say probably the weekend. That's Friday. Every Friday we'll try to release Esau's Trouble every Friday. Friday night, Saturday night. We'll see if we can do this. Brother Main just got in to the testing. That's good. Welcome, beloved. Thank you for being a member. Sometime it won't pop up. He couldn't find it on his phone. He checked his laptop. It's in there, because that's what those people do. Now they will target your laptop because they want to know what you're doing. Okay. Thank you, Sister Kim. Welcome to Gravis, which is Latin means serious. So yeah, they will do this. Just once you switch devices, you will find it, because that's what they do. That's what it's not brethren. Don't take this too personal. Okay, that's what those people do. They are scum. That's what they do. They are scum. They go out there. they do this nonsense. Okay, beloved. All right, I have to leave. Let me go ahead and work on this thing so I can make it available for the nation. Okay, all right. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Yeah, 33 MS. This you got 33 MS. The month is not even done yet, Bridget. We are in the 23rd. You already got 33 giant bag. Is that what that is? The month is not even done, man. You know, but anyway, beloved, I'll see you. I'll see you whenever I can, because I have to finish the video for the nation. It's crazy, man. You know, it's crazy out there. Be safe, brethren. Be safe. Stay away from people, man. You don't go out and do things you don't want to do. Like 12 people are being in that nightclub and stuff. The hell you did in a nightclub, man. Okay. Yeah. So I'm done with the Esau show. I'm just gonna make it available for the people out there. Okay. I say fast, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever.